Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at big news on that thing you're hoping for. And this reading was inspired today by something that I've watched in the early morning as I was getting ready. I suddenly had a video show up on my feed, and it was about a woman who won $112 million, I think, in the lottery. And when they asked her how you manifested this or how did this happen in your life, she said that she manifested this. She actually wrote that exact number. She wrote $112 million on a paper. She put it under her pillow. She was a person who absolutely believed in manifestation and the power of attraction and so on and so forth. But I think the steps that she's taken are the things that really grabbed my attention when I was listening to her story. And the reason she wanted to manifest this number is one of the things that grabbed my attention. At that point in time, her brother had passed away in an accident, in a very unfortunate accident, leaving his children. She wanted to save them. I think some of them were taken for adoption or something. They were taken into somebody else's custody, something like that. I'm very sorry. I don't know how this works in the US. But in any case, she took his children so that they were always with the family, and she wanted to gain custody back of the other two little boys, I think. And she couldn't. I mean, they told her that she had to have a certain amount of money, income, for her to be able to take these children. They were a lot. So one of the huge reasons she wanted to have a lot of money was to be able to afford a lawyer to get these children back. It's just one of the many reasons. And so you can see she had a powerful why. And it wasn't just towards personal gain, which is, by the way, nothing wrong with that. That's very important. You, including yourself, like, I want this because these are my dreams. You are an important being. But there's something about also wanting it to do a greater good, you know? So that caught my attention. She was very specific with the amount as well as the deadline. I don't want to say deadline, but the timing in which she wanted this to happen. And although we don't have a handle exactly, we always know spiritually that things are going to happen how and when they're meant to happen, and we're supposed to be very flexible with that. But it did happen, you know, in the time frame she put. It did work. So there's something about, you know, being specific with what you want and being specific about the time. But then she goes on to saying the trust process. Her trust process game was big. She trusted the process even when things unfolded every day, and they were like scary, obviously. They were stressful. She had a lot of responsibilities. She had to, there was something about her leaving her job to take care of the kids, this, that, and the other. She fully trusted the process. In fact, when you hear her speech and what she said about manifestation, the most thing she focused on was that she did not allow negative thoughts to dwell. I mean, it's okay to feel bad here and there. And she would say that she even, I think, cursed the moment this all happened. It was very troublesome. But she said she would never allow herself to consume negative content, to consume. She didn't even listen to the news unless super necessary. She felt that she had the power, or she strongly focused on positive thoughts more than dwelling on negative thoughts. And that's not to mean that negative thoughts are necessarily bad. They definitely have a message, and we're supposed to note down, oh, we got to be careful with that. We got to plan that thing. I'm worried about this, that, and the other. Sometimes, you know, you have to, for example, cry it out to release it. But more or less to stay in the present moment, not to worry about the future, not to cry about the past, and to choose empowering thoughts more often than not, I believe were some of the things she chose to do, and she did manifest the exact money she wrote down. And our dreams are different. Someone wants to manifest $1 million. Someone wants to manifest their dream job. Somebody wants to manifest the great project that they want to do for the community. Each one has a different dream. But there's something to learn, I believed, about this woman and manifesting the $112 million in the exact amount, in the exact time frame. There's something to learn for sure. And this is why I chose today's topic. I want to help you guys in some of my readings to put you mentally on track and to manifest through reading tarot. We manifest together. Together, we're a strong power. And this is why I thought doing a reading about big news on that thing that you're hoping for, and to look at the energies, maybe together as a collective. Maybe, I really believe it. I'm just saying maybe to be politically correct, but I really believe it. The power of all of us focusing positively on the cards does something, I have no doubt. And in fact, to say a little secret, there are a lot of the readings that I do with the intention of fully manifesting for everyone watching. And it will continue to be something that I do because I believe it with every bit of my heart. And I wish you guys nothing but to be happy and for you to achieve your dreams. And this is going to be one of these readings today on the big news, on that thing that you're hoping for. And I hope that you take it just 1 minute further after you listen to your reading to sit down and to be specific with that dream, with that hope, and to know exactly what you want, when you want to have it, and to trust the process. It works. Just let it happen the way it's meant to happen. Trusting the process is the most important thing, because I think many people do their vision boards. Many people manifest they envision their wishes, but it's really in the trusting the process and having the mental fortitude of choosing to think positive thoughts most of the time. Not toxic positivity where enforcing yourself. I mean, if you need to vent, if you need to feel it, release is very important. Don't resist, because resistance is a low frequency. So allow to feel things when you're meant to feel them, but don't dwell on them is the idea, and choose empowering thoughts most of the time. Have an environment that is conducive to that. Have quotes that remind you of how you want to think. Listen to positive content, empowering content. Choose powerful conversations. These are all things that help empower you and help heal you and change your vibration, but don't use it in a toxic way where when you really need to vent out, when you need to feel something, you need to feel it. And then always remind yourself to go back to that powerful state. So this is what I wanted to tell you guys about today's reading. I wish you guys, again, with every bit of my heart, that all of your dreams come true, the things that are dear to your heart. I wish for you that they would all come true and you would all live happy. There's something about all of us vibrating high and shifting to a higher dimension and living happy, that it's for the greater good of everyone. So from my heart to yours, guys, I wish that every part of your dreams come true. Okay, so let's get straight into your reading. You know everything by now. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you would prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, you will find timestamp for that below. Oh, look at that. If you wish for Spirit to pick your pile today, this is also an option. You will find a timestamp for that below. But if you prefer to pick your pile using your intuition, then stick around. Let's see what the cards have for us today. For pile number 1, you've got the Hare and Oak. For pile number 2, you've got the Ram and Dahlia. And for pile number 3, you've got the Weasel and Pine. If you prefer to pick your pile using your crystals, then let me add these right now. There we go. you've got the green Jasper. For pile number 1. The red Jasper for pile number 2. And for pile number 3, you've got the Caribbean Calcite. And I want to add something onto the story of the girl that I just talked about. I probably forgot because it's the most thing we always hear about. One of the very important things she's done is to visualize herself holding that check. She kept visualizing it over and over. I probably thought, I forgot to mention that because it was something so repetitive, but nonetheless, it's something that is so important. And that's why I thought I must complete and tell you about that. She visualized herself holding that check down to the detail of which t-shirt or top she was going to be wearing when she was holding that check. So don't forget to visualize in detail what you're going to have, what you're going to do with it, how are you going to have it, all of that, and then trust the process and allow the universe to do it in the way and in the time it's meant to happen. To trust the process is the most important, powerful ingredient that perhaps many people forget its importance as they're manifesting. How you feel and how you vibrate are so important. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to the piles. These are the different piles. Please take a look at which one of these you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings you're meant to hear today about the energy surrounding what you're hoping for and the big news you're meant to hear today regarding it. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times and I will see you in your reading. Please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And in a moment, after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. Okay, so let's get straight into it. These will be the signs for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. Hold on. And these will be the signs for pile number 3. Okay, so let's see what we've got for today's reading. Pile 1 has the signs Cancer, Taurus, Leo, as well as Capricorn. Pile number 2 has the signs Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, as well as Aries. Pile number 3 has the signs Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, as well as Sagittarius. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. What I was trying to say at the same time is if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. These are just different suggestions and different ways to make it easier and more enjoyable for you to pick your pile. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your times, which will take you straight to your reading. And also note that in this next section of the introduction, Spirit will be picking your pile pile for you. If this is something that you would enjoy, please stick around to see. If not, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile today, this is the section for you. The way we do it is we assign different cards for each pile. The Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, and the Empress pile number 3. And what I like to do is simply shuffle them around, and then when one card captures my attention, then I will know this. There we go. This is the chosen pile because I was trying to pass it and I didn't catch it. And so today's chosen pile is pile number 1. Okay, so my dear soul family, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. I hope you've enjoyed your introduction today in the different forms of picking your pile. I hope you found it enjoyable. Once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps below. Click on your timestamps and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your big news on that thing that you are hoping for. I will be doing your reading in terms of energy because I know each one listening to the reading or the pile will have a different thing that they're hoping for. And so I put the intention of reading it energetically. This way you're able to follow up on the reading itself and understand, based on what's going on in your life at the moment, what is the progress, what is the big news on that thing. So yeah, that's the intention. I truly hope you enjoy your reading today. Each one will be able to hear it in their own way. And I know that at the end of the day, the energy will resonate with you and it will show you what you're meant to see in regards to this thing that you have in mind. Okay, so let's begin. Let me introduce your reading to you very quickly first. Your crystal is the beautiful green Jasper. Your significator card is the Hare and Oak with the keyword new opportunities. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Taurus, Leo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's get straight into it. You've got Purity. You've got Venus in Taurus with Romance. You've got the rune Berkana. And you've got, sudden wealth. Well, I can tell you if you're looking for love or wealth, this is definitely on the table, to be specific. Also, Berkana is a new beginning. If you're waiting for something to start, if you're waiting for a new opportunity to arrive, this pile has it all. All right, so if you want a blank new page on something, maybe some things went wrong, you're wishing for a blank new page, you've got the Purity card. These are all cards on your table. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what we have. So you've got the Two of Wands. Things are shifting for sure right now as you're watching this reading. You've got the Knight of Cups, interesting with new opportunities. All right. Knight's offer, so there's an offer here, offer, they pursue. You've got the Ten of Wands. You've got the Ace of Cups. The Four of Cups, do you see? There's a surprise coming here. A new opportunity that will absolutely surprise you. Look at the 777, sudden wealth. So yeah, I think your pile is definitely pointing towards a surprise that you don't see coming. Let's explore this surprise. You've got the Three of Cups. I do see you celebrating very soon this great news that you don't expect coming. And there is a reoccurrent theme that I'm seeing here. The Four of Cups, they look like they are burdened. You can see the same thing with the Ten of Wands here, carrying a lot, burden. And when we are going through something that is so heavy like that, we tend to feel like there's no way out. We tend to think, how would anything happen differently? You can see here, offer, new opportunity, Berkana, a new beginning, Ace of Cups, new beginning, purity, a brand new page to this situation. What you used to see it one way, now you're going to be seeing it in a totally different way. New way of seeing this situation. I believe you're really going to love, in fact, fall in love with this new beginning, and you are going to feel 777 that you are one of the lucky ones to get this sudden abundance, this sudden wealth, or this wish suddenly happening in the way that it's meant to happen. Because with 777, sudden wealth, few people get to win the lottery here, as you can see in this card. And similarly, when it comes to your energy, I also see that you're going to be amongst the lucky ones to get it in the way that you are getting it. It's like that great surprise that comes amidst a time of great heaviness, when you're feeling a bit hopeless or feeling like it's so heavy, you're really carrying a lot. And it gives me this feeling that you genuinely don't know how to go about it, what to do. There's a lot of thinking, although this is the Four of Cups. There's a lot of thinking, leading to nothing maybe, or leading to little. That's why there is this idea of genuinely not knowing what to do. You're already doing a lot with the Ten of Wands. You're already carrying a lot, and you've got a lot of responsibilities. And you are going to be surprised, nonetheless, with a great offer that you will be celebrating very soon. The big news here is that what we just talked about is starting to shift to your favor with the Two of Wands. That's the big news. That's the first card. A new beginning with the Berkana rune is the rune of birth, new beginning, is happening right now. The shift with the Two of Wands from one world to another, seeing another, is happening right now. It does look like you're going to be offered something, and with the shark here, despite the dangers of it. That's why I paused to think about this at the moment. With the cauldron, someone is cooking something. Something is cooking for you. That's what we need to expand on in today's reading for you with this new beginning. What's cooking for you? What are you going to be offered despite the risk is the kind of energy that I'm seeing. What are you going to be offered despite the risk? The Three of Swords. Look at the journal and the ink here. It makes me think that you maybe journaled about this, very specific, but maybe you journaled about this. Maybe you've envisioned it. Maybe you wrote it as a goal one day. I don't know. So Three of Swords, Two of Swords again. It's like something is right on target. There's something about you envisioning it, journaling about it, and it happens exactly how you've envisioned it, although you don't see it with the Two of Swords. The faith and the journal shows me something about visualizing something and getting it on target, like getting it happen for you. It's Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment card. And the Six of Pentacles. It's happening through someone giving you generously, which is what we see here. So let's go back to our question and take a look at what's the risk here? How is someone giving you despite the risk? What is the risk? The risk is, we do see an old lady here, signifying someone who has lived a long life, blessed to have lived a long life. So look at these. Does the risk have to do with you thinking that something has already been there for a long time or something. Let me think about how I want to phrase this. You're worried that something has been there for long enough that you might not have an opportunity because it's been a long time. That's one thing. What is the risk? Risk you're not seeing. Maybe someone is offering you something with the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. Although it seems like they're taking a huge risk here. It's almost like they're happy to give it to you, very happy to give it to you, although they'll be dealing with something on the side. Three of Swords, to give you that. They want to relieve, with the Three of Swords, the pain. And it doesn't have to be a person. It could be an energy as well. You know what? The more I look at these cards, the more I'm convinced now that this is actually not a specific person per se. It looks like you are the one who's in a risky situation. And this is why you're probably waiting for the news on something, waiting for something to happen. I think you are the one who's in a risky situation. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what to do. You're carrying a lot. I think you are hoping for a change in this pile because you're carrying a lot. It's like, well, so the energy I'm picking up in this pile when it comes to what you're thinking about, you're thinking, this is so heavy. Will something ever change? I really don't know what to do. What can happen? I genuinely don't know what to do. That's the energy I'm picking up in this pile. And this is a new opportunity being given to you by the universe. You see? And your reading is that's the universe giving you news because it's the universe. There's faith here, right? Have faith about your wish because it is the universe that is currently shifting things for you. The energy around you is changing right now with the Two of Wands. So the big news is this big gift given to you by the universe. Its energy is shifting right now. And although you feel like, how can that happen? You will be celebrating something very soon. And so, how is this happening? What is this risk? The universe is telling you here, we've seen your wishes, whether you've actually journaled about this or not. We're seeing your pain. We're seeing what you're going through. You're heard. You're absolutely heard. What you write matters. What you say matters. Have faith is going to happen on target. Exactly what you're hoping and wishing for. The universe will be giving to you generously. It doesn't matter how much time has passed. Your victuals, your wealth, your blessings, what you are looking for, you will have it. And you will have it generously as well. Okay, so I've noticed more cards were coming out for you. Let's check them out. Speaking of more cards coming out for you, I do see a card here sticking out. Well, now that I've moved things, it was this card. Yeah, right there. And let's take a look at these extra cards that you're meant to hear about your big news that the universe in this pile is giving to you. They're like, hold on, don't worry. We hear you. We see how you're struggling. We see how you're worried or carrying things. And very soon you'll be celebrating with your loved ones. So, oh, this is talking about how you spiritually warding off the dangers from you for you to achieve your wish. You're not seeing it, but you have the crow, the cat, a lot of spiritual animals here for sure the cats. The universe is taking care of it for you. Don't worry about it. We hear you, we see you, is the sentiment I'm getting here. Let's continue. Again, that offer, do you see? You are going to be given a great new opportunity, a blank new page. You will love this opportunity. It's going to be like getting an opportunity and feel like you're amongst the lucky ones to get something like that. It's going to be on target, on goal. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles, you've got the Ten of Swords. Can you see your card? Yeah. You've got, again, the Knight of Swords. You'll be able to carry it through. Here, we see someone beaten down, tired, barely trying to hold on because they're carrying a lot. They're in a lot of pain. Your message, you see the feather falling from the raven. Your spiritual message is very soon you'll be you'll have a lot of power to move past that. It's even the same, what is it called? It's even the same hero cape. Yeah, it's even the same cape. You feel beaten down, but you'll fly off. Do you see it? You'll be able to fly off. You'll be given a great opportunity where you go, right, you feel empowered. Right, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do what I want. Again, the message, the raven and the message. What are the odds? So yeah, you're getting a strong message that a new opportunity will arise. It will be given to you by the universe and you're gonna feel so empowered. How about we use these two cards and get more information about this new opportunity, since the big news is that the shift is happening right now. Ace of Swords. Ace, ace. Ace in conjunction to ace. Wow. Okay, there's a new beginning that you're not seeing because the sword is the truth, the clarity. So you're not seeing it now, but you will be seeing. The Two of Wands, the card of seeing as well. You will be seeing something new soon. Seven of Cups. What you will be seeing is something you've envisioned. This always keeps coming up. You've envisioned something. Go back to your journals. What have you envisioned? You've envisioned something and you will see it soon. The energy is shifting right now, and that is the big news. So how about we ask about that? How is it shifting? What are you going to be seeing? It's something you've envisioned. What's shifting? How is your energy shifting? In what way are you going to recognize that in your life? Queen of Cups. Four of Wands. With the broom that keeps coming up, there's a cleanse of energy, a cleanse to your situation. Right now, you will start to notice that the energy around this particular thing that you have in mind isn't going to be as heavy. It's going to become smoother by the day. That's how you can notice when this amazing thing is going to happen with regards to what you're hoping for. So here it talks about you're gonna feel good about it. The energy is going to be much lighter and it's going to clear day by day. And you are going to feel very good about it day by day. Every day you will feel like, oh, I feel good about this. This is looking good, until one day with the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, both are cards about celebration. Until one day, soon, something big will happen. It will cause you to celebrate. You will see something and you are going to go, oh my God, I love this. I must be the luckiest person in the world. This thing that you will see is in the form of an opportunity. and it will allow you to pick yourself up and feel empowered. And this is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 1. I wish you the best of luck from my heart. What I can tell you as your significant energy is that things are shifting right now for you. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at big news on that thing that you are hoping for. This is the intention of your reading, and these are the cards that I'll be using. If you're interested, by the way, in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. And very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful red Jasper. Your significator card is the Ram and Dahlia with the keyword determination. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, and Aries. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it and see what your cards reveal. So you've got power. The Ram and power. Wow. It really makes me feel like someone is so determined that their power of determination is really changing things up, at least energetically. So it's like the energy forecast, sort of, with your cards here. All right. It's like your determination and your power of really wanting something is changing things on a universal level. You've got house. House reminds me of something forming. House is the number 4. It's stability. The home, the house. 4th house, stability, something materializing. But let's continue and see. Actually, I want to place it here because we've got more cards. You've got Venus and Taurus with romance. Okay. You've got Venus and Scorpio with secrets. You've got the Suwalyu rune. Oh, gotta be careful here. But that's a ram as well. This sphinx, this specific sphinx is a ram. So that's interesting. Aries makes me feel like something is about to jumpstart. Aries is an initiator. It is a, what is it called? Cardinal sign. Something is being initiated. You've got the Dagaz rune. Something is transforming. Things are changing. And you might be perplexed, asking how are things transforming? 8th house is the house of transformation as well. The reason I say that is because the Sphinx has always been known as someone who tells travelers a riddle and they have to like solve it in order to pass. So this is where I'm getting the idea of you being perplexed. There's something about you saying how can something start, because everything isn't looking like that. And although you're really determined, you're not seeing how though. You really want things to happen. You're like probably trying, you're pursuing it. But you could have a strong question in your mind about, oh look, I just placed Aries. Yeah, ram, all the way. Wow, okay. So you might be wondering how. It's perplexing. Perhaps your situation is more complicated than that. And that's why your reading is so focused on how your personal energy and determination towards that thing on your mind is really what is changing things. It's just like love. You can't really describe it. There is no set equation per se for love. The heart wants what it wants. It's something that we experience, but we can't hold, right? So in this way also, the universe is trying to explain to you, or your guides are trying to explain to you. Similarly, if you're really wondering how, it doesn't make sense, your determination is just like love, you can't hold it, is the energy that is changing things. And it's interesting. Pile number 1 kind of had the same energy. And I saw this card and I was going to say, if you want to check pile number 1, it's the exact card that popped up. I didn't say, but I would say if you're drawn to pile number 1, I definitely recommend it for you. But you can see that something is materializing for you due to your determination for wanting to have it. You'll see the weirdest things happen in this next part of your life. Weird how a caterpillar would transform into a butterfly. It's weird. You wouldn't believe it unless you see it. And it's similarly, I see the same energy here for you. You won't believe it until you see it. But there is a transformation. Things are just like the chrysalis. Things are slowly dissolving in this situation that you're wondering about. Things are changing and dissolving and taking a new form. Some things you will notice are ending within this particular situation. They're ending. You think they're ending, but they're really just taking a different form. And you're going through that transformation right now as you're watching this reading. There are things that are currently transforming, and you probably don't know the shape of it yet. You don't know how it's going to wind up looking like. But you're probably thinking, oh, well, yeah, some things end, some things change, but more or less, I don't see how it can transform into this butterfly. But your reading is showing you it's going to be all wanderlust. It's going to be all, it's going to be an amazing experience to watch. You're just going to every once in a while look at something and say, oh, look how that changed. Oh, look how that changed. And you're going to experience it in incremental phases where you go, oh, look at that little thing changed. Oh, look at that significant thing changing. Oh, that changed. And before you know it, you will see that caterpillar changing into a butterfly. And in that same way, your situation is changing. And that's why you're perplexed. You can't imagine how it's going to change. But it's slowly dissolving. It's slowly forming into something else. And before you know it, you're going to go, oh, wait a minute. Did you just see how things transformed? How I got here? It is crazy how I got here. And you're going to have a unique story to that very situation you are wondering about. All right. Oh, look how the deck split. Thank you very much. I will pull out some cards from here. Okay. Oi. All right. Well, these look like they are your cards. Thanks. And this one as well. Thanks. Your cards are jumpy today for sure. All right. And this one. So let's see what we're getting. Starting off with this one. Do you see how your cards are guided? So you've got the Two of Swords and there's a seed here. And do you see how in this Two of Swords, which is a card of you not knowing how things are changing, there's a seed, but then this does look like, what is it called? That cardinal plant. No, not cardinal, carnivorous plant. The, God, what is it called? I forgot. The what? Venus flytrap. So do you see this idea that keeps reoccurring in your reading? You don't see it with the Two of Swords. You don't see, perplexed, how the Venus flytrap, big things are slowly dissolving, things that you wouldn't imagine, like The first time we heard about the Venus flytrap in our lives when we were young, we were like, what? A plant eats animals and insects? What? Right? It was so cool, right? So in that same way, your determination energetically, because you're so determined, it is slowly dissolving many aspects of the thing that you are currently inquiring about in your life. And it's slowly changing and, let's say, ending one way or another. And if you look back based on this reading, you will notice that a lot of the things in this very thing that you're wondering about has changed and maybe even ended. Has it gone yet to where you want? Perhaps not yet. But it has. Many things have dissolved. And maybe with the transformation here, many things have dissolved with the seed here, and some things have started. And in that same manner, with the Two of Swords, you won't see it until it forms. Suddenly coming out of its cocoon or chrysalis and flying off, launching off. And this is what I keep seeing in your reading here. Two of Swords, right? You've got the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Ace of Wands. Oh, I got a surprise for you. The Five of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups. Amazing how your cards are talking. So I want to tell you something about what's happening now with regards to what you're hoping for. And I'll tie it together to tell you the big news. Actually, to be honest with you, the big news that I'm seeing here is that things are currently happening. Some things are ending, some things are beginning. And because of that process of some things are ending, some things are beginning, there seems to be a cleansing process. Healing, Ace of Wands. A cleansing process of the negative energies and the things that used to stress you. Because of this massive change, it's an opportunity for these things to leave your life. And I think here, the reason you're going through that process in this way is because it's guided with the Sowolio rune. It is guidance. It is guided to happen this way. Meaning that this wish that you really want, or this thing that you're hoping for, had energetic blockages with the Eight of Swords, and had its dark energy that could have caused stress later on. It seems like these blockages and stresses had to be released before you're able to manifest this great wish with the Nine of Cups. And so it looks like the way this is manifesting for you these days, as you're going through that change right now, this specific type of change of many things ending and many new beginning, you might be experiencing stress and anxiousness and going like, oh my God, why is there a sudden block? Why did this issue arise? Why did this happen? What's going on? This is all natural release of energy that you're going through at the moment with the new beginning of the Ace of Wands. So yeah, expect for things like that to happen through this process of things dissolving and forming. As things are being recreated with the Ace of Wands. New energy entities are being created with massive energy power to help you manifest this. And these massive energy powers will act like entities, for lack of better words. But this energy will act like an energy force that has its own goal, and its goal is to create that for you And so it's going to be driving in new opportunities. It's going to be driving the right people in your life to make it happen. It's going to be doing things for you, is what I'm seeing here in the Ace of Wands. They will act as the go-getters of this thing that you are hoping for. Exactly what I'm seeing. And for them to be able to do that, they are trying to, this energy is trying to release whatever is holding it back. That stress, these blockages. So that's what's dissolving right now. There's a lot of heaviness around it. And I wonder why. We can pick 2 cards to find out. Perhaps if you know, you can expedite this process. But one thing that is driving all this, it is your determination for this to happen. And so, I see in your cards that you are currently going from the energy of lack to the energy of getting your wish fulfilled. Is it gonna be, are you feeling the rain at the moment? Barely getting by with the 5 of Pentacles. Do you feel like, but there's nothing happening with the 5 of Pentacles, but I don't have what could get me there. Yes, but with the mushroom protecting this figure and the thunder here, which we've understood from the very beginning in your reading and established that this is your determination moving things, you can see that although you're experiencing rain, it's that energy of cleansing. You're protected. You don't need to worry about it. There's cleansing that won't harm you, won't make you feel uncomfortable. Don't worry about it. Your determination is currently changing things. And you're creating these energy balls that are go-getters, that are going out there to get things happen for you. And you're moving at the moment through this process from the energy of lack to the energy of great luck and having your wish fulfilled. From the 9 to the 9, from the stress to the wish. This is the process you are currently going through. And so again, I will repeat, if you find yourself to be stressed these days, if you find yourself to see some blockages here and there and go, oh, what is this? What is that? Don't worry about it. This is the energy being released to clear out the freedom of movement for these energy balls, which is your own energy, your power of manifestation to go get this desire for you. It's kind of like having energy work for you, getting it for you. It's exactly what I'm seeing here. So continue to be determined the way that you are. Don't be too perplexed about how this is going to materialize for you. Continue to do your thing. Where is this energy from? What's going on here? The Ace of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. It talks about emotions, Ace of Cups. And the 3 of Pentacles is working with your emotions. So it looks to me like these blockages are due to emotional blockages. Maybe you tend to feel really scared sometimes. Maybe you tend to, at the end of the day, your cards are explaining that your emotions, how you handle them, draw things out in your life, how you envision things. What you feel about things does draw out your life. You're working with this energy. So I would say you being enlightened with this idea, especially in your pile, like this is very true for your pile, because look at your energy. You're determined, it's working for you. You're stressed, it is the thing that your determination has to clear out for you. You see? So the best way for you to expedite this process is to stay in being mindful of your emotions. Obviously, it's important to release emotions when you need to, but most of the time, you empower yourself by being aware of your emotions and staying in the present moment, choosing powerful thoughts most of the time. So yeah, now you know that you have a great power and it's either working for you or against you. It's your choice. But at the moment, this energy is kind of like it has a resistance because of these emotions. Now we can understand. It's cleansing it, but you can make it vanish. You can release it by choosing to, we already discussed this, choosing to work with it in the way that works for you the best. And that's to focus on the knowing that is going to happen for you. To vibrate love and faith, and know that it is happening for you. You're going to be very lucky. How it happens, that'll be your surprise. Okay, let's see what these two cards are showing us. Let's now take a look at this new beginning. What is this energy ball attracting for you when it comes to what it is that you're hoping for? We do have two more cards. So you've got the Five of Cups and you've got the Star card. Do you see how we keep getting its ending, dropping some things to give way for your wish to come true? It's crazy how the cards keep repeating the same idea in a reading. These things that are being dropped are for your own good, because it is the way that things will be able to transform for you. It won't be, this big energy cannot be contained in these small vessels. It must be housed. Oh, a bigger house. This energy requires a bigger vessel. This energy must be housed in something bigger. It's a bigger energy. And so there's something about, don't worry about the things that are being dropped. They're being dropped for your own good. They're giving space for a bigger house to be formed, vessel to be formed, to house this bigger energy. You do have a big wish after all. So trust in the process is the big message here. Don't be too perplexed about how this is going to happen. Energetically, things don't always make sense, but the way they manifest many of the times doesn't make sense at all either. How many times have you had amazing things in your life happen where you go, how did that happen? And it just does. So, yeah, these were the cards. Let me put them back into the deck and continue the message of your reading. Okay, so let's continue with your message, your big news. All right. Actually, this one is standing out as well. Right. And continue with your big news. We do understand that the big news is that things are currently transforming. Okay, it's changing energetically. So you've got the Three of Wands. Again, that star. That wish with the Three of Wands is currently launching off. It's in process. Crazy. You've got the Fool card. Okay, this card gives me a brilliant idea. Energetically, you're going to surpass everything that you currently are worried about. Do you see how the circle is going to move to the other side where you want to be? And so this card really shows, don't ask how, which is the main energy here. Don't ask how. You're just going to be carried towards it easily. The pitfalls, the things that you're afraid are going to happen, that you're going to fall into, the things you're afraid of at the moment, they're not going to happen. And you'll find yourself easily on the other side. All these butterflies take us to this card. You are currently going through that transformation. And so these things that are cracking, that are ending, that are making you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to fall. It's not true. You're being carried through right now, zero with the Fool card, to this wish with the Three of Wands. It is happening. It's currently happening energetically. You literally have energy balls going out there to get it for you. It's like, imagine you have employees, for example, that really love you and want to do this for you, is what I'm seeing from this Ace of Wands. You've got energy working for you, making sure it happens. The Star card again, shuffling it only for it to come back. Star, star, you're getting there. Look, it looks like a star, this one as well. The Seven of Pentacles. Be patient, and you will see that you'll be able to get it just like a low-hanging fruit. You're going to get it in a very easy way. Stay patient with the Seven of Pentacles, but you want to be patient with while being empowered, as your reading has been showing us, with positive and powerful thoughts. It's okay to have fears here and there, and to have negative thoughts here and there, because if you don't let them out, you're resisting them. We know that, right? But most of the time, you want to empower yourself with positive thoughts, to know, like, why worry about something that you're gonna get anyway? And this seems to be the sentiment of this reading, letting you know that this wish is going to happen for you. And the things that you're currently experiencing, these pitfalls, these, I don't know, troubles, or these things that are ending, are only things that allow the stuck energy, Eight of Swords, the stuck energy to be released and fly off. Yeah, patience, dear one, is kind of the message I'm seeing. It's in progress with the pregnancy. It's forming. Ace of Wands, the house, it's forming. It just needs a bigger vessel to contain it. And that's what the universe is doing for you. It's giving you that bigger vessel for you to receive it easily. The Judgment card. Do you see these flowers surviving in the winter? Judgment is the way we think. You keep getting a message about the way you're thinking in your reading. Have you noticed? Your judgment about the sun during the winter is so important. I was going to say imperative and said important at the same time. The impossible is made possible with that sort of judgment, with that sort of thinking. Amidst the winter, you know the sun is coming. You know in the winter that the summer is coming. There's no way, you know it, and it does come every time. And such is the cycle of life. So know that things don't stay the way they are forever. They are ever changing. And they could be, if you focus on the right energy, ever changing in a spiral movement upwards. So stay resilient during this specific phase. Stay hopeful. Know that the summer is coming. During this time, as things are changing. They're not ending, they're only transforming. And we've got more cards. Let's continue with your message. Look at that. You've got the Four of Pentacles. I feel like with the coins falling, you're going to amass more than you are imagining. You're going to get so much. I don't want to say it's going to like fall, but you're going to have so much, it seems. The picture depicted in the Four of Pentacles gives us the idea that you're going to have so much that the little spillages here and there won't even matter. Kind of like, you know how when a wealthy person, for example, if they lose $5, which I'm sure if they honor their money well, of course they're going to be upset about it. But it won't hit them as hard as someone who really needs that $5 right now. So in that same way, as I look at the Four of Pentacles, there's something about having so much, whatever that wish is. You're going to have so much of it that the very things you're worried about today, if they do happen, it really won't matter. What you're worried about today won't matter later on, because you're going to be so abundant, it won't affect you any longer. It's kind of the message I'm getting here. And you are getting there. The fours, the houses, the formation with the Ace of Wands. It's happening right now. Let's get more information about what is forming, if we can. I know it's energetic, but let's try. Six of Pentacles. Do you see how your cards keep saying you will be given, you will be given, you will be given a lot? Six of Wands. Three of Swords, the mind and the birds. Again, and the Three of Pentacles. How is this happening? So you keep getting the idea from the very beginning, actually. I asked a question that was answered from the very beginning. It's crazy. You are working with that energy. Remember that. That's the ultimate truth about everything you're hearing in your reading today. Everything else is like a way for it to happen. But it could happen in many ways. The real thing that's creating all this is you as a creator. Remember that. It's like the universe wants you to focus on and understand that. You are the reason this is happening. So continue to vibrate and work with that energy of determination, of going forward to it. How? It could happen in many ways. There are multiple parallel universes, and there are many ways in which it could happen. The most important thing is that it is happening because it is your energy. So work with that energy and remember your fears with the Three of Swords, your fears, your pains. Don't indulge in that. You've got the owls showing you the awareness I'm talking about. Be aware of your thoughts. Be aware that it affects you psychically with the raven. Be aware and release them. Let them go. So that's the most important message here of how this is actually happening right now. You're working with that energy and you're working beautifully, but you're also working with it in two ways. Your determination is to marvel at, but you also have a lot of pains and worries that are blocking this at the moment. So release them gently and choose to have empowering thoughts most of the time. Now, what you're going to see is you'll start getting more of that energy these days. So if we're reading energetically, these days, do you see your bag here that you're about to have one day? You're going to, as part of this transformation process of the things ending and others being created, you're going to start receiving some of this energy these days. And it's going to feel generous. It's going to feel good. Maybe it's not where you want to go yet, but it's going to feel so good that you're going to start realizing that it's succeeding. The Suwalyu, the card of success, that is succeeding. It's happening. It's working for you. And that's because you've got a huge energy ball working for you, making sure it starts happening. So don't fret. Remember, you're the one creating this. And if we take it literal about what you're going to see as things transform, things are dying, and a seed here is happening, that seed is specifically shown to you in today's reading that it's manifesting through you getting more somehow. It depends on what this wish is. You're going to start getting a taste of it. You're going to start getting more of it, and it's going to feel so generous. So feel the gratitude and always continue to focus on that this wish will happen for you. That's basically the whole idea of your reading today. Vibrate love. Enjoy it now. It's happening for you. Enjoy it now. These are not just words. It's real. Don't fall in the process of trusting the process. Continue to stay on that train. You are getting there. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at the big news on that thing that you are hoping for. Can't wait to get into your reading. As always, these are, we've got 3 cards here. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Caribbean Calcite. Your significator card is the Weasel and Pine. Actually, feel this one. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so let's get straight into it. You've got the word patience. All right. You've got distant horizons. You have been waiting, haven't you? It looks like in this pile, this is a huge dream. And you've really been so patient. It looks to me with distant horizon as well as the ship flying with no resistance, kind of like you're moving at great speed, but because the dream is so big in this pile, it looks like it's not moving. Stationary? Yeah, stationary. It reminds me of like when you are in an airplane and you're going to a distant country, for example. It kind of feels sometimes when you're looking at the same clouds, the same sea view, that you're not moving. You're like, are we even moving? And you look at the map and it feels like it's not moving, right? If you look at the overall map. Or an elevator to a tower and it's so smooth, you're like, are we moving? But you are, and you're moving at great speed. I don't know how this is falling under the idea of your big news yet, but I do get this great message for you that you're really moving at great speed. You're just not seeing it. It's a smooth ride for this pile. You're just not seeing it. So yeah, let's continue to see your message. You've got judication. And you've got occupation. Maybe for some of you, this is a wish regarding your career or your job. Some of you, this is a wish regarding a legal issue, like a court hearing or something. Just 2 specific energies. Maybe yes for some of you. And you've got Jupiter in Aquarius with innovation. Jupiter in Aquarius. This is great. Okay, you've got the Manaz rune. And you've got the Fehu rune. Guys, you're getting one of the most favorable runes ever. The Fehu rune is the rune of abundance, wealth, success, abundance, wealth, gift. It's an amazing rune. Okay, so it's looking really good. Let's continue to see what this big news is. Maybe you're gonna hear something official. Oi, okay, thanks. Thank you so much. And let's check out your cards. You get the Page of Cups with Narcissus here, who fell in love so much with his reflection that he fell. All right, that's an interesting energy. Oh, you got the Chariot. The Vikings are now, the heroes are now going to be crossing to the other side, the Rainbow Bridge, where the gods and the heroes pass to get to the Asgard, the heavens, 10 of Cups. Wow, that's a huge festival. You've got the Queen of Swords, and you've got the High Priestess. There's so much going on, it seems, here behind the scenes that you have no idea about with the High Priestess. It's really interesting. You're getting two people here obsessed about their beauty. Narcissists, as well as Kuchisani Ono, I think, the Japanese spirit. Let me double check the name so that I don't say it wrong. Hold on. No, it's Kuchisaki Ona, who asks passerbys, the men, do I look beautiful? And if they say yes, she captures them. Here, you've got someone who's obsessed with how they look, that they fell. I don't know, guys, but I'm just going to read the cards energetically. I don't know what your wish is about, but I can tell you that behind the scenes with the High Priestess, it seems like there is someone so obsessed with themselves, like a power or something, Queen of Swords, someone who has great power, is falling, is going to fall. Someone who thought, oh, I am amazing. Nothing can happen to me. I'm the greatest power that ever happened. It looks like it's their fall. So again, I don't know how this fits into your reading, but this is the big news. High Priestess means you're not seeing this, but the way this is going to affect you, it's going to be on a great scale with the 10 of Cups. So this news does matter to you. It seems to me like it's the end of war of some type. Whether it's a war you were aware of or a war that you weren't aware of. Again, since I don't know what I'm reading about, just letting you know the big news here. Mana's rune shows that everything is interconnected. And so someone officially falling will affect you personally in a positive way with the Fehu rune. Someone's fall is someone's rise, or maybe even other people's rise. In any case, you seem to be one who's benefiting a lot from the fall of another. This other person seems to be acting in a narcissistic-like way. They're like capturing others, hurting others for their own enjoyment. And so due to this big news, you will find with the 10 of Cups that not only does what you're hoping for happens, but the 10 of Cups is a card of feeling elated that you're going to be so happy with the new order, seeing the Queen of Swords, with the new order of things, how things are structured up next. It seems to me that this falls either in the area of your work or a legal matter. Again, I'm being specific here, but it could really be anything, just following the cards. I think for a lot of you, they're going to fall here, or maybe in traveling, something regarding traveling. These are the energies I'm seeing, but it doesn't have to be, of course, at all. Right. It could be something that you worked hard towards. It doesn't have to be a legal matter. It could be something becoming official. It could be your rights coming back. It could be karma. It could be many things. But at the end of the day, this seems to be the big news here. The fall of someone who is narcissistic-like. Yeah. Very, really loved who they are. They were madly in love with themselves. They were like, oh, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the most beautiful of them all kind of energy. Or the richest, or whatever this person was proud of. Right. So let's tie it to what we've noticed here in your reading. because the chariot suggests that something is in motion. Something is moving. Oh, so you are in motion right now. Things are moving, although you think things are still the same. But soon you will start to get a peek on what's going on. And this peek will allow you to readjust where you're going and how you do things. Once you get a peek at this, because you've got the weasel here, right? Who's kind of like a little spy that gets up, checks its environment, and adjusts their actions accordingly, right? So it's where I'm getting this idea from. I think you're going to feel like, oh no, things are the same, nothing's changing, although much is changing for you. And you're moving very quickly. When you hear about this, you're going to go, oh, well then, since that's the case, let me do this, let me do that. And you're quickly going to adjust your situation, realizing how everything is connected. I think with innovation here, Jupiter and Aquarius, with innovation here, it seems like you are going to do something maybe no one has done before. You're going to do it in a creative way. As you hear about, because you are in a unique situation, hearing this unique news, I'd see you taking advantage of it, seeing the boat, the rod, the fishing rod, you're like, let me take advantage of my situation. And let me get this, what I'm hoping for, in this unique way. Let me fish for it in that way. Because once you hear the news, you will understand how this connects to you. You'll be able to fish out your abundance, exactly what you are wishing for, what you're hoping for. And not just that, even more with the Fehu rune and the 10 of Cups. You'll be able to get for yourself way more than what you're hoping for at the moment. Knowing that your dream is huge to begin with from the very beginning of your reading. So yes, my dear pile number 3, you have waited for a long time, but there are great developments. Let's get a scoop on these developments. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles with the Minotaur here. The Minotaur. You've got the Hanged Man. And you've got the Justice card, speaking of karma. Your rights are coming back. You will hear of some rights that have been withheld with the Hanged Man because of a bully, the Minotaur. The Minotaur, as you know, of course, was a bull that everyone was afraid of. Many heroes had to fight this Minotaur and lose. And then comes Theseus, with the help of his lover, of course, who was able to finally overcome this bully. So now that we're seeing more cards, I think I'm starting to understand what's going on here. Actually, let me adjust your reading just a little bit. It looks like you will be hearing some news, and there is the fall of that person. And you will use that fall to your advantage, not in a bad way, but you're the one here who's been taken advantage of, it seems, in this situation, whether you realize that or not. And so because of that, you're like, right, I don't want to be beaten by this bully. And so now that I see this bully falling, I'm going to make use of that to extract my rights, get what I'm hoping for. And I see you getting right into it, working, mastering something, putting it together, and doing it in such a creative way, such a way that no one has done it similarly before. So you're getting what's been captured from you, right? There are some rights that have been captured, and you are knowing that this big bully is falling. You will be able to gracefully and intelligently capture your rights. What is yours? Deeming you as a great hero for doing that. And yes, of course, maybe you couldn't have done it without this specific situation happening, or a particular situation happening. Just like Theosaur couldn't have done it without his lover. At the end of the day, you will be considered a hero, it looks like. And you'll be moving to the Asgard, to heaven, feeling like you're living a heavenly life. Very interesting. Okay, everything is connected, your rune is saying. So can we get more information about this power? What is this power that is falling? The Queen of Cups. Look at the clouds. There is a lot of shadow here. Cover. Nobody knows about something. The Lover's card. Oh. And the Hierophant. There's something about love and marriage that somebody's hiding here. Maybe, I don't know, like a scandal that's gonna happen. Like someone is falling. Like it looks to me like someone has a weak point here. This person who's narcissistic, like, it seems like they're falling maybe because of a legal battle between with their spouse. Queen of Cups, mother of their children. Hierophant is the marriage contract. Very specific, very specific. And when I read specific cards, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so that's one situation, right? Justice, legalities, Hierophant, marriage contract, Lovers, and Queen of Cups, mother of children. But it doesn't have to be that. Let's see what's making this fall. Who's this person? This person, for some of you with the Lover's card, could be your legal spouse. For some of you, it could be your partner in something, maybe partner in business. Maybe you are a partner, by the way, in business. Doesn't just have to be like you having a business and there's a partner. A partner in business, like a legal partner, could be your employer, for example, or your manager, someone you signed a contract with and partner with somehow. But then there's a Queen of Cups. Perhaps they appeared as someone who's loving, but there's a dark cloud here. There's a lot of shadow. Again, appearing in one way, but they are in another. So yeah, that's basically, if we ask who is this person, it's someone you're somehow contractually binded to one way or the other, near or far somehow. It is someone who appears to be something amazing, but there's a lot of shadow to their story. There's a lot of hidden secrets that not many know about, or not you know about. Yeah, that's the person. These are the clues that I see about this person. Somehow, this person was trying to legally bind you somehow forever. That's one of the secrets that are going to be revealed, because the High Priestess is revealing a little bit of her face. And so one of the appalling things you will that will shock you is some that you will learn about with the Hierophant. And one of the dark secrets here is how they were trying to bind you to be stuck in a specific situation. You see the Queen of Swords here. You're about to be free without even knowing about it. You'll just learn about it as an FYI. You will not be involved in all of this. The truth is coming out. So it looks like with this fall comes out a lot of secrets, a lot of truth from the dark clouds, giving you giving you space to take your rights. First of all, warding off what could have happened from you, right? That's the good part. But then you will be going, oh, really? Well, then these are my rights. These are my things. That's what I deserve. This is mine. That's been taken from me, withheld from me. So how about I take advantage of this falling situation and get what is mine with patience and with a unique vision that you will have, and take it out of the waters and come out victorious. You will be celebrated as a hero. I keep telling you about that. Here we have Krishna and his beautiful wife celebrating. So maybe you and your spouse will be celebrating. Or someone that you deeply love. Yeah, Krishna and Radha. Very interesting. All right, let's find out more. We can't stop now. Let's find out. The cards are very generous with the details. Okay. So that's the big news on what you're hoping for. Oh, thanks. Wow, okay. So you've got the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Oh, the Magician, how things are shifting and changing. Magician and Knight of Wands. How things are shifting and changing to your desires, to your favor. I keep getting this Ten of Cups, two people together. Maybe reuniting you or uniting you with what you really desire, what you're hoping for. I think this is what this is saying, uniting you. Oh, how things are going to shift, just like a sleight of hand, in a moment, for you to be united with what you're hoping for, with great abundance. You can see the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. You will get what you want with such great generosity. Again, just like another pile, the idea of a low-hanging fruit. So if you've come from this other pile and you're both getting this low-hanging fruit, this seems to be like a confirmation for you. You're going to get what you want, just like a low-hanging fruit. It's going to be so easy to pick it up. Although you will look like a hero, and that doesn't take away from the fact that you will be a hero. You deserve it. But you don't have to suffer going through that. You did think of it intelligently at the end of the day. You did go for it. And so it will happen to you like a low-hanging fruit. Okay? The Sun card. The Emperor. Oh. The Four of Wands. The Five of Wands. I'm getting more details here. The Sun shows that some information will come into the light. The way this information is coming to the light is because this Emperor, or this person in charge, this powerful person, will be taking some action without thinking about it properly. The headless man. They will be charging, moving, without taking action. You know, this reminds me, when someone has gotten used to being in power, when someone feels like the others around them have conformed to their wishes, and they got used to getting the things that they want easily, continuously getting easily, by time, they stop taking the same measures that they used to take because they've gotten so used to getting what they want, they've got comfortable with it, you know, that they stop taking these same measures that they used to take before to get what they want. And so this is what I'm getting here. The heads will fall because this person is acting in a privileged way, and they seem to have forgotten that what they're doing is not really right. And to do something that's not right, there is a lot of measures that must be taken. I mean, for example, if you keep lying, you have to track every single thing that you said. Otherwise, you're gonna fall. And so a liar can't get comfortable. That's the cost of what they're doing. And so they have to track every single thing that they said. Otherwise, they're gonna fall. Someone who's taking control over others. In order not to get into legal trouble, they constantly have to make sure to consult with their lawyers and to do what is necessary so that they don't, They don't press charges on them. This, that, and the other. When a person who's not doing the right thing starts to get comfortable, like a person who does the right thing, eventually they're asking for their fall. They can't get the same comfort level that a person who's otherwise doing the right thing gets. And this is where the fall seems to be, falling in love so much with themselves, the situation, too much belief in themselves. When there's a lot of shadow, this is leading to a new fall. It's a rise for you with the Four of Wands here. Fall of their heads, a rise for you. You will level up because of that. That's the big news here. With this fall, this is why this matters to you, because it will allow you with the Five of Wands to push back and say, hey, these are my rights. This is what I should get. For example, unless I press charges, or maybe you're going to be smart about writing a good deal that works for you, that is fair for you. I don't know. These are just examples, but somehow it's going to allow you to do things gracefully and uniquely. And you will be surprised it seems, because there is a Manaz rune, that this person who's falling is somehow connected to you. Like, didn't you know they're connected to you? Their fall is connected to your rise, right? How their fall is so connected to your rise. Let's get information about what we just saw here, the specificalities of how they're falling. What did they do so mindlessly, or what are they about to do so mindlessly? Ace of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. First of all, I want you to know that karmically speaking, there is a cleanse of this dark energy. Things, just like a pendulum, shift from one side to the other. It doesn't stay in this place or the other forever. It's the nature of things. They're just going to swing back. And it's not their time, this person. So first of all, we understand that there is a cleanse of karma going on at the moment. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's been going on for a while now. It's just that it's going to become clear to you. Now, what have they done is the question, so mindlessly. Ace of Cups, they've enjoyed something. It seems that they shouldn't have, to that extent at least. You know, anyone's allowed to love how they look or love things about themselves. That's absolutely okay. But to overly fall in love with oneself, that's an imbalance here. So there's something about this person overindulging with something. This is where their shadow is. This is the shadow that makes them fall. Overindulging of something, little by little, time after time, realizing with the Seven of Pentacles that it worked out the first time, worked out the second time, worked out the 10th time, worked perfectly well the 20th time. I think they've gotten comfortable of just enjoying it. They somehow started believing that it was theirs to enjoy, to their own detriment. They fall. And yeah, it looks like somebody's falling here who wasn't a good person. Tried to capture people. Yeah, the capturing here and here. And they wanted to capture you, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Times are changing and things are changing. And something is going to come out into the light, right? Let's ask, what is coming out into the light? What are you going to hear about soon? Because you're looking at it here. Ace of Wands, it looks like a brush. Maybe you're going to hear something in writing, something in the news, an email, message. Nine of Pentacles, or if it's like the judge making an order or something. Nine of Pentacles. The Tower card, everything's falling. The ground is shaking and falling. Everything is falling. This is like news that shakes up everything. And the Four of Pentacles. Look, I know the story about Medusa is far different than the story we've learned for so long. Please forgive me if I use that story just to give you the symbolism that I'm seeing in the cards. This idea of how a wish, Nine of Pentacles, right, suddenly turns into stone. Well, that part's right. If she looks at anyone, it turns into stone, right? Let me double check before I say something that's not correct. I'm not sure. Please feel free to tell me in the comment section if this is not the correct one. Absolutely love learning from you guys. But in any case, what I am seeing as a reader, just reading the cards, is that you will hear news that will shake up everything, that will turn what was once someone's great dream into stone. About the very skeletons in the closet that they've been keeping from everyone. This will give you a great opportunity to go get what you deserve as this news is out and shakes everything. Looks like you'll be making great use of that situation to get your rights right away before you fall off the boat or something, or them falling off the boat. Yeah. That's exactly what I see as the big news on that thing you are hoping for. I wish you the best of luck, my dear pile number 3, and I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!